is part of that a sense of being dutiful and having no problem actually with being dutiful in a marriage?
Yes, I believe that traditionalism it is putting your family before yourself, and I think it is having those traditional values that were once definitely more in place in God, family, and love. And we live in a very selfish society now. You know, you see self-love printed everywhere, right? And speaking of divorce and marriage, women are leaving marriage far more easier than men, and they are doing it because they think there's something better out there for them, that the grass is greener on the other side, and they're finding out that is wrong, and they're going through divorce after divorce. And you know, marriage is a bond, and it's a sacred bond where two become one under God, and that's beautiful, and you have to protect that at all costs. And I think part of that is putting your partner's needs before your own every single day. And I try and do my best, and I think of my husband as much as I can and what will please him and make him happy.
I love the sound of this. Sorry, I mean, obviously I don't. I wouldn't dare to express.
Shout out to Miss Estee Williams. She is a proud Tradwife. I mean, here's the funny thing. She don't try to dress like she's like trying to pose for the picture to play, but she's a classic traditional wife. Spends hours cooking for her husband, taking care of her husband. She's gonna be a mom. I think she gave birth for Ray Doll, and then she's a wife. She's a mother, and I know a lot of trad wives are happy for her. You know who is not happy for her? Who is even triggered? Modern women, especially the femme Nazis. They lost their minds. I looked at some of the pages that, oh, he's gonna leave you. He's gonna leave you. Why do you wish something so hateful as that? Are you serious? Why femme Nazis? Because the men you dealt with left you? Gee, I wonder why. Estee Williams is... I put it this way, if there's more women like Estee Williams on earth, a lot more men in this country will get married. I know there's quite a few women, not just like Estee Williams. There's like a handful of black women who's like Estee Williams, and they get called on even worse. Estee Williams get roasted. There's like 1 or 2 black women like that, like Estee Williams, and they get roasted even worse. It's I'm like, are you serious? That tells me that the dating pool has toxic sludge in it. That tells me that a lot of the women's mindset, especially in the West, in the United States particularly, is pretty much so screwed up that a lot of men say, like, I want a part of it. It's getting to the point where men go either A, content with being alone, but be content with their peace. 2, work much, much harder for their grandfather or great-grandfather to find their great traditional wife or get a passport and go overseas. If I'm correct, J.P. Morgan made a prediction. Come 2040, about half the women going to be single or childless. I go a step further. I think it would definitely be, come 2040, about half the women in the United States is going to be single and childless. And more women say, why can't we find any good men? Why can't we find any good men? Well, because these femme Nazis who pretty much say, like, men suck, we don't need men, don't approach us. They're speaking for you. These femme Nazis are speaking for you women. So if I was you women who do want to find a good man, number 1, step up. Number 2, step away from these femme Nazis. Because if you don't mind, being your 50s and 60s, raising cats, dogs, and all that, you better step up and step up quickly. So what are your thoughts on that? I think Estee Williams is great. I'll provide a link to her page because, like, she is the living proof that there are good traditional women left in this world, even in the United States. So leave me your thoughts down below in the comments. Peace.